Hi guys, DJ Indica here. Not my normal, showtime of course, but I'm here with Artemis today for a little pre-artist showcase interview. Before we get into my questions, you could just give us a little bit, about yourself.
Okay.
Maybe?
Hi, my name is Artemis. I'm based in Connecticut. I've been making music since I was 12, and I make all types of different music.
So kind of bouncing off what you just said, what got you into making music?
Okay, so it's a funny story actually. When I was 12, I walked in on my older sister Tati, and she was writing a rap randomly.
Gosh, Tati.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
One day after school, and I'm like, okay, let me hear some.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hear it. And she's reciting it for me, and I'm like, okay, this is good.
Was it fire?
It was
no shade on Tati.
Yeah, no shade.
Love her, but
we love her. We love my sister. But I was telling her at this point you could say this here, you could put this word here, and she was like, you know what? If you're so good, why don't you just write your own?
And then you did.
I did.
Wow,
so
that's really funny.
Yeah, it actually came from there, and then once I realized that I was actually pretty good at it, I kept doing it.
Yeah. And
she's long since stopped writing raps. So
that's so funny, cause for you guys who obviously don't know, we go way back. We went to high school together. I don't know who's waving at me, but somebody waved at me. Anyways, so we went to high school together. I know you did some of the musicals at high school. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Yes, of course.
And that experience?
My senior year, I was in Mamma Mia, the musical, and I did the play earlier that year. My experience with the musical, it was pretty eye-opening. I feel like I learned a lot about show business and being on stage and what it takes to prepare for a show. And, hopefully that helps me out today, later tonight. But it was really eye-opening, and I really enjoy the environment, being around other performers and singers. So, yeah, I think that was a pretty crucial experience for me to have.
I bet. Who'd you play in Mamma Mia?
I don't think she's an actual character in the movie. I just think my teacher wanted to just throw me a bone or something.
Yeah. I mean, you deserve that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But I played the main character, Sophia's best friend, Allie. So
okay, that's main character adjacent.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a main character in real life, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, thank you.
If you could describe your sound in 3 words, what would you describe them as?
One would be nostalgic.
Okay, yeah.
I really enjoy the 90s, 2000s to 2010 sound music. So that's a really strong influence in my music.
Like Cheetah Girls?
Exactly. I would say moody.
Okay.
I have a lot of slower songs that really are more focused on the story I'm telling as opposed to what you're hearing sonically. And what you're hearing sonically is more moody, so I'd say that. And for the last one, I'd say purposeful.
Okay.
Every song is very intentional with this theme or story that I want to tell. So I think those are 3 good words I would describe it, yeah.
Do you have a favorite kind of song to make, I guess? Not genre-wise, but more mood-wise?
I would say my R&B songs.
Okay.
Usually my favorite.
Those are fun. I like those. Not to but I like those a lot.
Thank you. I do too. I think it's a more relaxed process of writing the songs as opposed to my pop songs where I'm more focused on, okay, this many harmonies, I need to stack them this way, I need to make sure that this sound it's a lot more chill when I make an R&B song.
To your song No Longer, because that's a little more a alternative feel. Are you gonna make any more songs like that?
Oh, absolutely.
Because I really like them. I really like them, and the people like them.
Thank you. They do, yeah.
That's the one I added that to the wall before, and I got a few plays. People really liked it.
Okay.
As you saw. What does your sound mean to you? Because you said purposeful, I get that, but what? How do I word that? Do you get what I'm saying?
Maybe elaborate just a little.
You said nostalgic, moody, and purposeful. So, is that what you want to give out? You want to be seen as that, or
I think so.
Is my wording making more sense?
A little bit more sense, yeah. I think so. I think what my music really means to me is it's just an individual message each song.
Yeah.
And I like to make sure different types of listeners can experience or relate to the experiences of each different song.
Yeah.
So I like to make an experience for each type of listener.
That's
with each
really
song.
cool.
Yeah,
that is really cool. So this is like a kind of fun question.
Okay.
What are your top 3 albums?
Oh, I love
they
this
can
question.
They can be of all time or they can be currently.
Okay. Currently, I will have to say my number 1 favorite would be Anti by Rihanna.
Nice.
I like
Favorite song off the album?
Favorite song off the album? Ooh, that's actually really difficult.
I'm sorry, but you gotta choose.
Okay, I need to think about this one a little. It might have right now. I know it's not like it'd be like, okay, off the entire album that's your favorite, but right now it'd have to be Needed Me. I feel like,
but that's a good choice though.
I feel like it's just so like you can just
It's really like she's putting that passion in there.
Yeah. And I feel like the lyrics are just so real. Like,
yeah, because you needed me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so Auntie by Rihanna.
Mm-hmm. Number 2, I would say The Beauty Behind the Madness, I believe, by The Weeknd.
Okay.
Definitely moodier, definitely
He's angsty.
darker vibe, angsty.
Older Weeknd, he's just very angsty. He's an angsty guy.
Yeah. And I think for a time that was me too. And that album really got me through. So I'd definitely be that album. And 3rd, I would have to say Lemonade by Beyonce.
Nice.
These
are all good choices.
Thank you. And they all have a big influence on my music in some way as well. So yeah, those 3 for sure.
Nice. So, what's next for you? Do you have anything like besides Artist Showcase today?
Mm-hmm.
Besides Artist Showcase today at 9 p.m. in Alumni Hall, do you have any more performances, albums, EPs, singles, collabs?
So there's a lot in the works for the rest of this year, next year. I definitely have more performances coming up this year. I definitely have much bigger projects coming out.
Yeah.
Definitely a collaboration or 2.
Okay.
You know, there's just a lot in the works and being currently organized. Yeah. So I don't want to say anything's definite.
No, I get it. I get it.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
That's
and
exciting.
maybe something for the summer single. Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about the this isn't like directly like to your music, but the Pimpin' for Poverty show you did, if you want to talk about that at all?
Absolutely. So the opportunity came to me through a friend of my father's. He is an artist and his art was being showcased in the show.
Cool.
And we had gone to one of his art shows and he had told me, like, your dad told me you're a singer, I have an art show that I'm doing and we need entertainment, would you be interested in doing the show? And I said, of course. Well, of course I'd love to be in the show. And then through that opportunity, the opportunity to be a model in the show also came along, and I was like, why not do it all?
So you performed and you modeled?
I did.
Wow.
Yes. I got to work with some of the designers. Designers are really great. The environment overall, really exciting, high energy. It was my first time ever being in a fashion show, and that was really exciting.
That's really cool.
It was great for experience and exposure, so that was really fun. Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely you guys should pop out to Artist Showcase tonight at 9 p.m. in Alumni Hall in the Student Center of Central Connecticut State University. There is no ticket fee. It is there's food, there's drinks, there's novelties, there's going to be a character artist. You can design your own guitar picks. You can do all of that. And listen to some great music. So definitely come and check it out.
Okay, are we back on us? Okay, perfect. So I had this question, written down. I guess I just didn't say it. How do you know when a song is fully done? And then you can touch a little bit on your creating process.
Okay. So to me, I feel like a song is never fully done.
Okay.
Even after a song is already out or played on a radio station, for example, there's always, to me, something that could be worked on or could be improved in some way. As far as when I know, okay, I can put this out. It would have to be when I feel like there's nothing left to do. There's, of course, stuff that I can do, but when there's nothing that goes down my personal list of, okay, does it hit this point? Does it hit this point? Does it hit this point? And going into my creative process, it's a little, songwriting comes to me so easy that the only real process I'd say is figuring out the message that I want to create with each song. With a couple of songs that I've written in the last couple of weeks or so, you know, I'll hear the beat or the instrumental or a melody in my head, and I'll work off the first line that comes to mind. Yeah. And then I kind of just go from there, what that kind of first line gives me mood-wise, theme-wise, what I want to say that goes with that. And then the hook is kind of just whatever sticks
whatever's
in
your head, yeah.
And I usually go with the first idea, the first instinct, because
that's crazy.
I feel like that's
some sign.
Exactly. Yeah. That's probably what's gonna stick. Wow. So I usually start with the first verse, go into the hook, and then from the hook I'll build the pre-hook, all of that. But I think the beats are the most important part of my music personally. I have so much respect for producers and the art they make with creating beats, and I couldn't really do my job or my passion without those beats, really. So a lot of the inspiration comes from the beat itself. So a big part of that creative process is all the work the producers put in.
Would you ever be interested in trying to make your own beats?
I have in the past.
Okay.
Drawing, going back to my experiences in high school, I was in a couple of music production classes. So I was in a songwriting class, I was in a beat production class, and they taught us how to make beats. We used GarageBand, I believe, and honestly, it didn't come to me as naturally as I would have liked.
I mean, you're using GarageBand. How good could it be? You know?
Mean, for other people it works. For me personally, it just didn't come to me that naturally. Yeah. You know, I have a couple of old beats back in the dusty school email files. But I think in the future I'd like to play with that a little more. Maybe for like one or two songs on an album or something, I'd want to make the beat myself. But I'd want to do a lot of practicing and researching before.
Well, of course, Do you like get your beats commissioned, or you have a friend who does them?
I'm working with a producer.
Fun.
Usually, shout out to Jalen. We've been working together a little bit. Over the weekend, I actually went to New York.
You did? That is true.
I went to New York to meet with him and an engineer, Lavish Beats, and we did record a song down there with one of Jalen's beats. It's a really good beat, and I definitely want to work with him more. So I don't personally like to have a say in the beat or like how it gets made. I just want to hear them, so that if I have any inspiration from what they already made, then I just take that, use that.
How was that experience in New York?
It was great. It was actually only, I'd say, my third time in a studio.
Interesting.
For those of you who don't know, I typically record in my home studio. So going to a studio was a
big different experience. And then, like, you're in New York.
Exactly.
You're in New York. That's crazy.
I remember the first studio session I ever went to, it was in Manchester. It was, like, in Connecticut. And I was so anxious. I couldn't sing because my voice was shaking and I was so nervous. And I wasted studio time just... Can I do it again? Can I do it again? Because I just couldn't lock in, I guess.
But that's the process of, like, figuring out your sound and figuring out, like, who you are as an artist.
And building
Obviously,
that confidence, too.
I'm not an artist. Who am I? I'm just a DJ here. But for artists, I can definitely see how that could be not, like, stressful, but, like
a little nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking to try and... do it for the first time, like, can I redo it? Can I redo it?
Exactly.
You know?
The more recent time that I went, though, over the weekend in New York, though, it was a really comfortable experience. My producer and the engineer were amazing, and it was a really fun environment. Nice. Another artist came through, and, like, we talked about stuff and maybe worked on something.
Maybe. Guys, you hear that?
So, yeah, I'd say that experience definitely erased the previous bias I had about going to the studio. So that was really nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's something that fans would be surprised to hear about you.
Ooh.
Some things that you guys might not know about Jordan. Or Artemis, sorry. My bad.
Well, maybe that my name is Jordan. Something to be surprised to learn about me. Does it have to be related to music or just in general?
Whatever, yeah.
I know how to do a cartwheel. I don't know.
Okay.
It's nothing like crazy or anything. I'm trying to think of
Like, do you have any hidden talents? Are you like really good at anything besides singing, of course?
Besides singing. I'm not sure if it's a hidden talent, but I'm decent at rapping. I'm a pretty good rapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's hidden. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good rapper, so
shout out to Tati for that.
I don't just sing, yep.
Your computer logged out.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry again, guys.
I was gonna say too, if we wanted to follow up with the rapping part of like, we're gonna see.
Oh, actually, in the show, there's a little bit of rapping.
There's a little bit of rapping in the show, really?
In the first song,
okay.
There's a bridge, and I'm rapping in the bridge,
yep.
And at the end of the performance too. So that's really exciting. I like to go back and forth. I had a really big like rap phase where I just wanted to rap pretty much, and the singing was only for the hooks because you need a catchy melody.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I think that's something, and I really enjoy writing for other people too. I want to. Okay, now I have a surprise fact. I used to want to be a ghostwriter for bigger artists.
Yeah.
So I would write like demos for Rihanna, and like they never made it to her, of course, but I would write demos for my favorite artist in hopes that like one day it would get to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I used to want to be a ghostwriter.
But the bigger you get, I mean,
when I know myself, right?
I mean that too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always write for yourself.
And I definitely think in the future I'll experiment with writing for other bigger artists too. The more connections I make and people I meet,
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You already shared your earliest memory with creating music, but what's your earliest memory with music in general?
My earliest memory with music in general would have to be Sunday cleaning. When your mom turns on that old school R&B, it's time to get up and clean. And I just remember being really like mesmerized with what I was hearing, because it was like, wow, this is someone's like, I didn't understand how music production worked, so it was like, how is she singing this part at the same time as she's singing this part? And it was always so like mesmerizing to me. And then the older I got, I realized, oh, okay, this is layering, this is recordings on top of each other, that makes sense. So definitely Sunday cleaning and hearing a lot of old school artists like Jill Scott and a lot of Beyonce. Oh, my mother loves Beyonce. She ran Irreplaceable like
to the ground.
I think she was like arguing with my dad during that time or something.
That'll do
Had
it.
to be, yeah.
That'll do it.
But definitely a lot of Jill Scott, Beyonce, Usher for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of Jill Scott, did you listen to her new album at all? Did you like it?
I have not. But
man, she was rapping on it too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Versatile.
You gotta get in there.
I didn't know Jill Scott could rap actually.
I didn't know you could. We find something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry again, guys. I don't have anything else. I'm not sure. Wrap it up, yeah. Or is there anything? Did you want me to ask anything else?
And I know there's a question about like the process of putting an album together.
Okay.
I can share like some of my experiences when I put my last EP/album together.
Yeah.
The process of putting it together, it was originally supposed to just be like a bunch of random songs, and then as I immersed myself a little deeper into it, I was like, wait, this could actually be a full body like project with thought and themes put into it. And so putting the sound together really came from the instrumentals that I used, and so that's why the EP/album sounds pretty cohesive from my EP First Impressions. And the order of the songs, I heard Jay-Z once say that the middle is supposed to be like the best point of the album or EP.
Yeah.
And so I think that's how I've been kind of putting projects together based off. So yeah, I'd say that.
So you've been listening to DJ Indica and Artemis. You're on 107.7 WFCS New Bern Hartford The Edge, and I hope you guys enjoy that interview.